to the Aquia Line. In this video, we will cover some tips on how to operate the railroad, including the link and pin couplers, the waybill system, the working brakes, and the battery-powered locos. This is a typical example of a coupler on a Civil War car. It uses a link and pin system to hold the cars together. Back then, a man would stand between the cars to position the links. On the model railroad, we use laser-cut links and track nails as pins. The brakeman will be issued a wooden wand with a magnet at the end. To pull the pin, put the magnet next to the pin and lift straight up. The cars will separate. You must be careful that you don't accidentally pull both pins. To recouple, you can use the wooden end of the wand to position the link so that it is standing straight out. You can also use your finger to do that. With the link straight out, when you back up, the couplers will be aligned and the link will slide right in the hole. Now take the magnetic end of the wand with a track nail, gently place it in the hole and pull it away sideways so you don't pull the pin right back out. Make sure that the pin is not jammed in the link, or that can cause the cars to derail. Using the links on the front of the engine is a little trickier. So using your fingers or the wooden part of the wand, insert the extended link into the hole in the coupler. Now insert the track nail or the pin as before, but now it's a little trickier because the hole in the link is a lot smaller. Once it's secure, you can now move on. Uncoupling is much simpler. Just position the car where you want it, use the magnetic wand to pull the pin, and back up. Remember, we have a 2-car limit when pushing cars with the extended link on the front of the engines. The waybill system is composed of 2 parts. A memorandum waybill that goes with the car, and a loaded slip that goes with the load that also tells you the destination of that load. Also notice on the card it says where you should return the car when it's empty, and there are some other notes such as whether it has working brakes or the type of car it might be. To determine if you should empty a loaded car that you encounter on the railroad, flip the coin. If it says empty, remove the load if the car has a load that can be removed. Boxcars don't. And then take the loaded slip from the back of the waybill, pull it out, and place it in the waybill box at the station that you just delivered that load to. Take the empty waybill and put it in your clipboard with the rest of your train and annotate the conductor's report with the car that you delivered and the load that you delivered. Some cars on the railroad have working brakes. These will be annotated on the car card at the bottom in the notes section. To set the brakes, turn the brake wheel until you feel some tension. Now the brakes are set. During an op session, you probably will not have to set the brakes, but you should ensure that all your cars have the brakes released when you try to move. 2 of the engines on the railroad have Stanton battery systems. These are the Whitten, shown here, and the Fury. If you are the engineer with a battery-equipped engine, please make sure that you follow your engine and keep the transmitter in your hand close to the receiver, usually in the boiler of the engine. This will ensure that you get good radio reception and good throttle response.
CCC's off. Engine still running.
Well, this concludes our Operation Tips video. There are some other things you'll need to know to operate on the railroad. You can find those on our blog under the Operator's Instructions link. They cover all the various rules for the timetable and train order and rules specific to each operating position on the railroad. Well, I hope you found this useful, and we look forward to seeing you on the Aquia Line.